I tried to get wee one in on this one. She's right here. She's resisting the idea. It's 420 broadcast on 420. I'm gonna get a little goofy on tea here. You know what I have? I have that. I have this this green tea that I found just a few days ago. Oh, I said days like a Canadian. A few days ago. You know, and usually when this happens, the next thing that happens is, oh, that's not go on. You know, which is probably going to happen here. So let's see what happens here. I had saved this one for Grandpa style tea because wow. Yeah, so very very dusty here. It's like shake, you know. But a decent amount of tea, which is pleasing to me. Ah, she looked away first. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. I need to get a thing from the kitchen. Strainer, it's called. Stay right there, Levi. I'm trying to make my bumps and pops as entertaining as possible. Oh, over here, I'm sure. I'm sure things will get better for me. But right now, I can't find anything. I cleaned up and put things away where I can't find them, obviously. They weren't in the dish rack. It wasn't in the dish rack or the tea. Okay, so enough about my housekeeping. It's getting better though. I mean, here, watch. You know, I can. It's okay. It's still totally cluttered, but there's like I've chopped all the vines down, and okay, all right. Oh, forgot the water over there. Okay, wait. Ah. Whoa! There we go. That's more like me. All right. Yeah. The Bill Cosby sketch about forgetting what the people at the adult party who smoke marijuana and go to the kitchen and forget what they went to the kitchen for. You're not supposed to take that. That's not supposed to really happen. I can't. I don't think it did. I just think I can. All right. Stop talking about that. This is the tea that I will be using once the water is at temperature. Which is, I was a little off, a few degrees. What I had to do is I accidentally had the setting on full heat, not the desired 176 degrees Fahrenheit required for my green teas. Although, you know, at the end I do kind of, oh my gosh, look at this, look at this. Look at this, I'm talking about how my place is getting better. You just saw it get a lot better right there. A piece of glass is right on the floor. Oh yeah. That's from the other one of this. All right. Okay, now we won. All right. I've clearly given up 100% on the no cats on the tea table thing. She even gets rewarded for it these days. Here, over here, I like you right there. All right. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay, well then, okay, now let me think about this. One of the teas I have, in the description from the vendor, it does say try hotter water. So I'm not gonna wag my finger at anybody who goes out there and doesn't drink their tea at a green temperature, because I don't always myself. As in right now, it's gonna be a little, I'm trying to drink it at tea. Okay, I innovate. I forget that this show is about innovation. Okay, great. I'm gonna get a chance to prove myself. So I don't have to go all the way back to the kitchen. Could you scoot? Because I've got some cool room temperature water right here. And room to put that room temperature water in. Ta-da! All right. I don't think there's anybody that just watches the live broadcasts, but in case you haven't heard this, I am seriously considering having gene therapy for a genetic disease I have. There are 2 trials that I am going to go through the process of seeing that if I can become a patient. I'm putting that stuff separate from the tea stuff, not because you won't be interested in it, but because there's some Wilson's disease people that might not be interested in the tea stuff. So, all right. Oh, and I did it again. Okay, we're going with 187 this time. Who cares? I can't believe I did it again. All right. And he doesn't have a strainer. He's doing it without a strainer, which is the equivalent of without a net in the tea world. You know, I think I thought of that before, but my ex is a net, so now I'm without a net. Yes. This is a murky green tea. I mean, like in the Gaiwan, and it's kind of, I got a bunch of there. This one will be better. I think I got most. Yeah. I see that's running more clearly there. See, even just thinking about quality green tea improves the grammar. And filler words. Oh, look at all that junk, though. It really does, from here, from behind my hair and from these eyes and everything, look like my fish tank as a kid when I didn't clean it very well for a long time and it got all algae in it. Because there's a little bit of stuff floating on the top and it's a nice pretty green. Yeah, I had, that was one of the dreams that I had. I might still have them if I start dreaming more often. That I discover that my fish tank that I had as a kid, it's still there. It's like full of gunk, and there's still like fish in it. What more often that is that was an anxiety dream that I had within recent years about my frogs, my ex frogs. No, I already said my ex. No, this is not. It's similar in that both were in past points in my life. I kept poison dart frogs, and I would have dreams that I had a lot more frogs than I remembered getting. Oh wow, I had the same scenario about my snake. I had a snake in college. I had a dream that like the snake, I had forgotten that that's more, wow, I didn't connect these I somehow didn't connect these two dream themes, that the ones about not having food for my snake and being overrun with pet frogs. They're the same thing. So yeah, there are stories about people who have set aside aquariums for years, and frogs sustain themselves in there. That some of the smaller frogs that are kept for hobby need to be fed small insects, which naturally grow in a terrarium. And if there's not very many frogs and enough soil, sometimes they can live in there. Yeah, one guy, I think what I'm thinking of is one particular post on a frog board, and then in that post, like, okay, this is remember when blah, blah, blah. Oh, and the other thing that happened in the frog hobby that's a little bit similar is frogs making it through sub-zero temperature. You can some people do. Some people just don't ship frogs in the winter. But you can ship things. And when you ship frogs, you can't tell them you're shipping frogs because you're not allowed to ship live animals. But you can put heat packs in there, and they'll make it. Like with overnight shipping, there was oh gosh, I want to say 2 weeks, but no, let's just say it's 5 or 6 days. There's 5 or 6 days. Frogs, sub-zero weather, and they got to their destination and thawed out, and they were fine. And if you just tuned in, fine as in like they were like hopping around having baby frogs and stuff, not fine like as in the frog legs tasted fine. I've had frog legs. I'd have frog legs again. Okay, turning the attention to the tea. Tea. I want to have a little bit of kitty attention too. All right. There, I got some hot cat action in the video. Here, but do that too. All right. Yeah, so it is a little bitter. I'll say that right away. I will say Yeah. The bitterness has overtaken the flavor. Drat. And this is, actually, if things keep on going like they'll do, I'll keep on finding green tea every few weeks. But, yeah, the springs are in. Oh, thank you for coming back. Here, this is what I'm talking about here. I thought I overbrewed it a little bit. Think so too? Not overbrewed it, the temperature was too hot. Yeah, is this the one? I wonder if this is the one. Here, I'll show you this leaf here that I see here. See, that leaf is like, it looks like it's cut off in half there, right? One of the teas I had, one of the green teas I've had that I've forgotten about obviously now, is the tops and the bottoms of each individual leaf were actually pinched off somehow. I don't know if that would be done by hand too. Maybe that's the way it's picked. Maybe I'm misleading you. Maybe it's only the bottom. Maybe they're picked and that would make more sense. They're picked midway up the leaf. Or not midway, but up. They leave the whole stem on the plant as well as the very bottom part of the leaf. And you can see it when you're, well, I can't tell if it's this, I can just, you see, if I spent half the time doing that I did talking, and here's another thing just like me. Watch what's going to happen. He's going to put his glasses on and he's going to be able to see something. I'm not going to start doing that. I was just trying it out, seeing what referring to myself to as he would feel like there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this well. I'm going to try. No, this isn't good. I'll show it to you anyway. But you see there, here, okay, the bottom is the bottom part of the leaf and the top is the top. You can see that both the bottom and the top were picked off there. And that is about where they picked I don't even know if that says T. Let's see. If I check 4 leaves and they are all missing their bottom like that. Yeah, that one is, yeah, this is it. It's just got a bunch of junk on it too. Here, we'll give the frog. Here, this is my little frog too, dear. We'll get. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I got all the leaves out there. So, it's you and me against the world, kind of, isn't it? I'm not strong enough to do that. I'm really rather weak in the upper body. I was trying to pretend like I was in like a fighter pilot chair, but I can't do that at all because I'm sitting down hard on it. If I would have practiced, I maybe could have lifted it. Here we go, more tea. Yeah, so my actual goal today is to bill 4 hours, which is a lot for me. And I'm not being funny. I work all day to bill 4 hours because I like working way above my head. So I have to learn about what I'm working on all the time. And I'm glad that I can find people that are willing to pay me to do that kind of thing, have fun like that. Yeah. I'm glad that probably any job I'm going to have from here on out is going to be at home because I don't know. I was never one of these go-getter. Why would anybody just want to work 40 hours a week? It just kind of bothers me being around that environment. This is actually better. This is actually better, and the water is down at the right temperature by now. And I'm not just saying that. It is better. It's more flavorful. But perhaps only by virtue of there's not the, what's the word I'm thinking of? The overhead with the astringency and bitterness from the stuff you get with the higher temperature. Now, I don't know why black tea doesn't have the same problem. Because if you ask me, like, name the sweetest tea on your mind, it would be black tea. By far, the ones, I don't know, several of them. The Yunnan ones that are like really light brown, the small, I think they call it silver strands or something. No, silver strands are green, but when they take what is this like what am I talking about? I wish there was a style that was in my mind that I'm thinking of, but no, specifically the golden. Oh, I thought I'd fake myself out and it'd roll off the tongue if I just started saying it. It's got golden in it. Golden Needle, Yunnan Black Golden Needle. That stuff is great. If you like sweet tea, meaning a tea, it's not going to taste like you put a whole pack of sugar in there, but it's going to taste like you put sugar in there or some other sweetener. Oh wow! I better wrap it up. That door there, that was probably my neighbor going out to walk in the hall. Let me just one more quick steep here. I know we one's having a good time. I know you're having a good time. But maybe by tomorrow I'm gonna have a new episode up of my Wilson's disease adventure, and that is really adventure. I'm not having a tea adventure here. I just like drinking tea, but the Wilson's disease thing kind of is, and so I have one that I've recorded. I'm just editing it down, where I have spoken to the point of contact at the hospital at which I will be receiving treatment should I continue to feel like I'm gonna follow through. That's the most positive I've said, like, about how I'm gonna do it right there. Right now I feel like I'm gonna follow through and actually get it. Whew, it's scary. They change your DNA. One thing is, I do know that some of the early, I'm making this whole thing about, it's kind of on my mind too. I don't have to go through it alone. And my neighbor Patricia is one of these people, so I should get out there and take a walk with her, because I talked about it on text earlier today. All right. Yeah, and this is fading. All right, good deal. Happy 420. 420 every Thursday, whether it's 420 or not. Drink tea, save the world. Wait, okay, we're going to go to 24. We're going to stop it at 24 minutes exactly. Okay, 54, 55, 56, 57. Drink a lot of tea, and you're going to go to heaven.